Greetings and salutations, YouTube. It's Hadrian here. Welcome to a new video. How's everyone doing today? Hope you guys are all doing fantastic. This video is going to be all about my little hands. Just kidding. But welcome to a new video. Today, as you can tell by the title, we are going to be doing some handbag cleaning. So I have 3 new bags that I just recently thrifted at the Goodwill. Or actually, no. At a thrift store. It wasn't the Goodwill, it was like the Veterans Thrift. I'm going to have that video linked up there if you guys want to check it out. But these bags are beautiful. I feel like they just need a little bit of TLC, and we're going to get them looking gorgeous and stunning. So, but first of all, if you guys love thrifting, thrift hauls, vlogs, home decor, do not forget to subscribe, hit the little bell button so you're notified when new videos do go up. Add me on Instagram. It's Hadrian, just like it's spelled here. And check out my shop, itsHadrian.com, to see what are for sale from my thrifting adventures. But without further ado, let's get into this handbag cleaning video. I have 3 bags today. Let me show you them first. So here's our first one, the first bag of the day. It's this beautiful fossil. It's in a white color. There are kind of like stains all over it. There's darkening. There's like, I don't know, dirt stains. They're all over the bag. So we're gonna clean this one up. The interior is actually not very bad at all. We got this for the low price of $6.98, which is a deal. But the outside definitely does need a little bit of cleaning, so we're gonna do that one. Then we have this beautiful Rebecca Minkoff. This one, you can see like these white marks on there. We'll see if we can clean those off or if we're gonna have to re-dye it. There is a little bit of color loss right along the top parts of the top flap from the quilting. And then there's some scratches right here. Maybe we can get it out with some conditioner, or maybe even just a little bit of dye might help with that too. Then when we get into the inner side, this is where there are a lot of makeup stains on here. Looks like there's a lot of like, I don't know what that is actually. Maybe a little foundation, maybe a little bit of makeup, maybe a little bit of eyeshadow, no clue. But the inside could use a little bit of a cleaning and maybe even a little bit of a color pick-me-up. So yeah, that's this beautiful black Rebecca Minkoff. Gorgeous. I love this style. I think it's called the Love. I'm not 100% certain, but I love Rebecca Minkoff bags. I think they are fantastic, and this one is super duper cute. Kind of reminds me of a Chanel bag in this style. So that is the second bag. Then the last bag that we have, let me move these out of the way because this one is a larger one. We're going to make some room for it. Is this beautiful brown Rebecca Minkoff. Oh my gosh, the leather on this, first of all, is so gorgeous. It's a beautiful, smooth leather. There are some like dirt marks, like over zone right there. Along the bottom, there are some marks right there as well. There's like some stains on the front as well. I don't know if you can really see it because the light is kind of like filtering it out. Ah, yeah, you can see it like right there. Do you see that? And then there are marks on the back as well. And this, down here at the bottom, I think you can see that on camera. It looks a little bit like color transfer, which is what I'm worried about because color transfer is one of the worst things that can happen with a leather handbag, because color transfer is really hard to get out, especially the longer that it sits on the leather, the more difficult it is to get out. So usually when anything like that happens, you want to hit it really quick. That's why whenever you're wearing a light colored bag for the day, at the end of the day you might want to check it just to make sure that they didn't get any color transfer on it so you can clean it up right away. And normally if you catch it really quickly, you'll be able to get it out with like maybe a little bit of leather conditioner, maybe like an unscented baby wipe, something nice and gentle. But then the longer it sits, the more difficult it is to get out, and the harsher chemicals you're going to have to use in order to do that cleaning. So, okay, I know that was a lot of talking, but let's get into it. I'm super excited. Let's start off, actually, let's just start off with, which one should we start off with? Since this is already here, let's do the Rebecca Minkoff bag. This is actually so gorgeous. So, there's a couple things that we're going to be using today. Let's show you guys what we're going to be using first. And this is going to be order of least amount of like chemical and potential damage that could happen to the bag to the most. So the least is going to be the Cadillac Boot and Shoe Leather Lotion. This is really great because it's perfect for conditioning your bag, but it's also really great for conditioning and cleaning. So I love this. This is good for almost all leathers with the exception of like suedes, nubucks, and potentially untreated leathers as well. This is usable on Louis Vuitton Vachetta. It will darken the leather at first when you're cleaning, but then afterwards it's gonna go back to its normal color. But yeah, I love this stuff. I swear by it. So far, this is like my #1 favorite. I've used a lot of leather conditioners in the past, and I always come back to this one. But if you guys have a favorite that you use, let me know down below in the comments, because I always love trying out new leather conditioners and cleansers. So that's the first thing. Then up next is our Kiwi Quick Dry Sneaker Cleaner. Also, all these items are going to be listing down below in the description box if you guys want to check them out, with the exception of this Kiwi cleaner, because I believe this is actually cheaper if you buy it at Target or Walmart or like CVS or Rite Aid. This one is a little bit stronger than the Cadillac. This could actually strip color from your bag. It can potentially damage it if you leave it on for too long, or if you like try to clean too hard. This is definitely something that can potentially damage your bag. And again, this is also not usable on every type of leather. Usually treated leathers is what this is good for. Nothing that's like natural, unprotected, or I wouldn't use this on Vachetta, I wouldn't use this on suede or nubuck. There's special other cleaners that you can use. I think Kiwi also does sell a suede nubuck cleaner also. And yeah, okay, so there's those two. And then third, this is the strongest thing. There's actually another one that can go in between these two, and it's nail polish remover or rubbing alcohol, but I just don't have any at the moment. But this is like a final thing that I would try to use to clean something off of a leather bag. Agilis Professional Leather Preparer and Deglazer to remove stains. Again, this is the last resort. I don't like to use this unless I'm actually going to be dyeing or painting a bag. But sometimes this will work really well in removing stains or like color transfer, because those things are paints and this is a deglazer, so it will remove paint. So this can potentially, actually it will remove your color on your bag, and any finish that it may have can also be removed on there as well. So I use this very sparingly, like I said. So we're gonna go in this order of usage. But yeah, okay. So let's get started. So we're gonna go with this guy first. I have a microfiber cloth over here. And sorry, I know I'm very, very chatty, but you know, that's just how it is here. So I apologize in advance if you don't enjoy the chatting. I don't know, maybe I'll do like videos where I just don't talk, or like ASMR or something where it's just like the sounds. But I don't know, I just like to chat with you guys, so I think it's more fun for me at least. Is there anything in here? Oh, it's this pocket thing that is making it. Okay, there we go. Now we got it more flat. Okay, so you can apply it directly onto the leather, or you can put it onto the microfiber cloth first. I like to use the microfiber cloth because it helps lift dirt while it's distributing and applying the conditioner. This is that one stain right there that I really wanted to try and get out. Looks like it is coming out, which I'm happy about, because anything that you can remove just using the conditioner is good, because the conditioner pretty much only does beneficial things for your leather. It's not going to strip it or anyways. All it's doing is adding moisture, and it also helps like lift dirt and debris that is on the leather. There's another little thing right there. Ooh, so far so good. Again, like I said, this leather is so nice. It's like really easy. There's also this stain right here. I'm not sure if it's coming up on camera. It's almost the same color as the bag until you kind of like tilt it. It looks like it might be coffee. And that came off beautifully, so I am very happy. I like have like a little reservoir of lotion right there. And then down here, ooh, it looks like there also is a little bit of color transfer when I kind of tilt it like this. But let's see if that'll be removed with a little bit. Ooh, it did. It did. It looked like it was probably just dirt. Now, sometimes, like, there's instances where when you use the leather conditioner, it'll bring up, like the scratch or whatever right there wasn't there before. When stuff like that happens, then that tells you that the that little area right there was probably like scratched by something, and though there wasn't a stain before, when the conditioner gets to that portion, the conditioner goes into the leather and darkens it a little bit. And luckily with this conditioner, like, it won't stay dark, it'll lighten up. But that'll tell you that there's like a break in the finish that was used on the bag. There's also another stain right there, if you guys see that. Just dirt. Ooh, this bag is cleaned so beautifully. You can tell, like, with these, like, really high quality, like, nice, smooth leathers like this, sometimes they just clean so well. Like, they clean like a dream. Okay. Whoa, this whole front side looks so good. I'm so super duper excited. I'm like my own cheerleader. Yay! Go Hadrian, clean that bag. Ooh. But that is looking really good. There are some like scratches in the metal right there. Can't really do anything about that, but it's okay because it's not very noticeable in those little studs. Okay, let's move across the bag. Let's work right there. Oh, there's also, ooh, there's like a scratch right there too that I didn't notice. It's right there. It's like that little dot. It should go away when the conditioner dries, but you can definitely see it when the conditioner was applied. So again, like I said, that signifies like a break in the sealant protecting layer that is applied to the leather after it's been dyed. Do this other side. This leather is so nice. I was almost like gonna say, like, if I couldn't get all this like marks and stuff out of this, I wanted to like paint something on it or something, because I do want to do, I talked about this in another video, but I want to like do a collection of thrifted handbags that myself and my sister, who is really good at painting on things, she paints on like shirts and shoes and stuff for the kids all the time. She actually is working on a bag right now that I gave her. So I'm going to insert a clip of it so you guys can watch that. But there's going to be a complete video on that bag once it's done. And I'm super excited because it's going to be so cute. These black marks look like they're a little bit harder to take out. And they're not. This one's coming up a little bit more. I might actually use the shoe cleaner on it, because that might help get it out better. But I mean, like, the conditioner does a lot. It does a really great job of cleaning up. But sometimes you just need something a little bit stronger, like right there. So we're going to get our shoe cleaner. I'm going to shake it. Shaking them. And I'm just going to let it sit on there for like a little bit. I'm going to let it do its magic. I'll let it sit for like maybe like a minute or two. So I'm just going to let it sit there and then I'll be right back with you guys. Alright, you guys, I am back. I actually had to change the battery, so that was perfect timing. But let's see if we can get this guy off. And it's coming off. Need a little bit more elbow grease. Just keep going. Sometimes I feel like the little engine that could when I'm trying to clean these bags. Okay, so it's still a little bit there. I think we're just gonna need to hit it one more time. And if you guys hear screaming, those are my nephews. Don't worry, they're not dying. They're just, I don't know. I think they're really into Jurassic Park right now, so they're probably trying to jump over dinosaurs or something. Yes, I think it's out. Is it out? Almost out. There's still a little bit left. What is this stuff? Yes! Okay. Well, looks like we got it. So I'm very happy. But now that we did that, I'm just going to add moisture back in. Just because I always like to do that, just in case. Because this stuff does kind of dry up your bag, which is why you can also remove color. Because I feel like it has a little bit of like alcohol or something in it because it's still quick drying. So I always just want to hit it again with conditioner afterwards just to bring that moisture back into the bag. So now that that is done, let's move on to the back. Now the back, oh, this is the part that is probably the dirtiest. So I don't know. I don't even want to try it with the conditioner. Let's just hit it up with this already. And you can use like a brush, like a soft brush to kind of like brush it in. Or you can just kind of go at it with your cloth. Oh, it's already lifting, you guys. This is amazing. All that stuff I thought was color transfer, maybe it was just dirt. And sometimes, you know what? Sometimes it is. Sometimes it looks like color transfer, but it's actually dirt. Sometimes it looks like dirt and it's color transfer. You never really know. But look, that was like magic. That just came right off of there, which is superb. Very, very excited for that. There is still like some stuff, like there's still this right there, and there's still that, and that gunky stuff looks like it's kind of like the same stuff that was on the bottom of the bag. So I'm just gonna put some of this cleaner wherever that gunky stuff is, and I'm gonna let it sit for a second, and I will be right back with you guys. It's like I'm putting like a pimple medicine on it, like when you like spot treat your acne. Okay, that's gross, but like I feel like that's an accurate thing. Okay, I'll be right back. Alright guys, we are back with the bag. I let it sit for a hot second. So you see right there how it like kind of got lighter? That will go back to the regular color. This like, I don't know, the cleaner does that sometimes. It'll like almost like bleach the bag for like a hot second, but like the color will go back to how it was. Don't be too scared. Because I know that could be really scary, but again, if you leave it for too long, it could be permanent. So just be very wary of that, and you'll be fine. If you're too scared, don't let it sit for too long. Just keep going at it. Ooh, I didn't notice. It has like this weird line going down right there. What is that? That is strange. Do you guys see that? There's like this weird like line that looks like there was like tape on there, and then like it was removed, and like, you know, like when you remove tape and the sticky stuff kind of like sticks and then it leaves like a weird residue. Like, what is the meaning of that? It looks like it's coming up though, but that is strange. It literally looks like there was like tape or something on there, right? Interesting. Let's hit it again. A little line. This bag is almost done. How exciting. And there's still this little mark right there that I didn't completely get out. So I'm going to try and get it out right now. I might actually put a little bit more cleaner on there and let it sit for a few more moments. Okay, now let's readdress this little corner with whatever was happening right here. I still think that is so strange. That has like a weird line. I wonder if like something was just like dripping down the side of the bag and it made like a straight, perfect line. Or if it really was like some sort of tape that was on the bag. But I'm not complaining too much because it is coming out. But I didn't even notice that before. Did you guys notice it when I turned the bag over? I literally didn't notice until like right now while we were cleaning it. You guys are like, Hadrian, you're ridiculous. How can you be so blind? Have you guys like ever bought something and then like at the thrift store and you go home, there's like a giant hole or like something like wrong with it that's like super dramatic and then you can't fix? Like that's like one of my worst nightmares is like you buy something, especially like sometimes like the stores can get so expensive and you could buy like a bag or a like piece of article of clothing for like $40, $50, $100 and that's at the thrift and that's like not returnable. And there's like a giant hole or like some giant stain and you're like, OMG, what am I gonna do with this? Yeah, worst nightmare. All this stuff is almost all gone. There seems to be a little bit left. Alright, this bag is looking fantastical. Okay, so this bag is done. Let me show you guys just a little bit of work and it looks fantastic. There's the bottom right there. And then the back, remember this whole area looked like there was like some sort of color transfer? Well, it's gone. Let me see if I can zoom out a little bit. Yeah, looks fantastic, right? Anyway, on to the next thing. Let's do this Rebecca Minkoff bag really quick. Let's like try to do the inside first. This bag was $24.92. So you can actually use this on the inside. You can actually use this like on fabrics. And let's just use it on. I normally wouldn't use this on here, but let's just go for it for today. Let's see how it works against this makeup. Sometimes like the best thing to use on these bags when there's like lots of makeup stains is like a makeup wipe. But sometimes like these makeup stains are like so settled in, like they never want to leave. Like it's crazy. Ooh, that did a pretty good job. Look at all that makeup right there. You guys see that? Kind of lift it up. Maybe just spray a little bit, like right here. And then we're just gonna let it sit on like the more intense makeup stuff. And maybe it'll come out. But let's hit up the rest of the bag while we're at it. Just clean the leather. The leathers of that Rebecca Minkoff likes to use, a lot of the time they are very similar to like Balenciaga. The color is like, the leather is kind of like meant to almost patina and like show the wear, and then in the wear is the beauty of like the bag. Like it grows with you and changes and all that stuff. Kind of like how Louis Vuitton has the vachetta on their bags. That's kind of like how that's meant to be, but not everyone likes that look. Plus sometimes it's just nice to have like a clean bag, so. But that looks fantastic. We're going to hit that with leather conditioner momentarily. We're just going to let it dry probably. Ooh, this did get that makeup out. You see that? There's like that big thing of makeup right there, and it came out, which is exciting. Also, if you hear a screaming person, that is my sister probably screaming at the kids while they're trying to be dinosaurs upstairs. But I'm gonna let that dry. Then we're gonna hit up this front side. See those like white marks right there? Can you guys see them? Are those coming up at all? Right there. Let's just hit that with this and see if we can't just get that out. Oh, and it came right out. Beautiful. Don't you guys love a good bag cleaning? Jeez Louise. It is so satisfying sometimes to clean bags. Like just to see the before and after. Like look at, like we just cleaned this one side and the other side. I don't know if it's coming up on camera, but this other side is already so much cleaner. Sometimes like the depending on the type of leather too, and like how often you use the bag or whatever, dust kind of like settles into the grooves and doesn't, like it makes the bag look more dull. So when you clean it, it like lifts all that stuff up. So fantastic, love it. Look at that. That looks so good. I cannot even. Now the bag just has like some stuff. A couple little marks. The thing that's really great too about having a black bag is that a black bag is so easy to fix up. Like if anything happens to it, has color loss or gets a weird stain or whatever, dye it black again. Just add some more black to it, and it usually covers up a multitude of sins. So it's like really great to have a nice functioning like black bag. Even though I love like bags that are different colors, those are like my favorite. But I mean, nothing beats a black bag in terms of like being able to fix it up easily. But look at that. Fantastic. Let's also get the bottom part right here and then the sides of the bag as well. Just using the excess that's on the cloth. Just hitting up. There's lots of dust and stuff that gets stuck in the sides of these bags too that you wouldn't really think of trying to clean up, but you would be very surprised with how dirty the sides of the bags are. Alright, let's switch out cloths. Let's use our conditioner. And let's start with the inside. And we'll just do the perimeter of this little leather piece that goes along the interior of the top flap. And then we'll add some conditioner right here. Sorry, I think I was out of frame for that moment. But we're just applying the conditioner just like we did with the brown bag. Looks like there is a little bit of color loss right there. You can see there's like that line of demarcation, and it's emphasized by the color loss. We can hit that up with a little bit of touch-up dye in a second. And you get that from the hardware when it rubs against the leather. That's what happens right there. And it creates that friction, which will make the color go away sometimes. And we can hit up the back. And let me show you guys what I'm going to use to just touch up the leather dye, or the leather. It's super duper easy. Again, this isn't going to be linked down below because it's cheaper to just buy at Target or Walmart. But it's the Kiwi leather shoe dye. Make sure you get the dye though, because there are two different types. There's the dye and there's the polish. The polish isn't like, it'll come off. Like if you get it on your clothes, like it's not going to stay steadfast. So you're going to want to make sure to get the dye and not the polish. So let me grab my shoe dye. And the thing is, the bottles like literally look almost exactly the same. So just make sure that it says leather dye here instead of leather dye instead of leather polish. We're just going to shake this up. It has a really easy sponge applicator, which is fantastic. And then you see that line right there? The line is still going to be there. And that's okay because that's just where the hardware meets the leather. So it's just always going to be there. But let's just refresh the whole portion of this bag. And the dye does dry really quickly, and then within 24 to 48 hours you can start using it. And it dries, it's like dry to the touch within like a few minutes, so you can like touch it and it won't transfer to your hand as long as you're not like rubbing your hand against it. But after 24 to 48 hours, just like any other dye, it's gonna hold steadfast. So we're gonna let that sit. I'm not gonna close it yet so it doesn't get on the fabric, and that way the fabric can also dry. But we're gonna set this one aside and we're going to work on our last handbag of the day, and it is this beautiful fossil bag. Now, white bags are just so tricky because the white leather does have a tendency to yellow over time. Like, I feel like it's almost inevitable. I feel like it will happen to almost every bag. So you really have to take care of it. But this is a beautiful pebbled leather. There's lots of graining to it. And it's just beautiful. I really, really love fossil bags. And we're not going to try anything too drastic at first. We're just going to use our leather conditioner and see if we can get these marks out, because you can see all those like stains that are in there. And with grained leather like this, I like to put my hand inside and then push up where I'm cleaning, so that way I can get into those crevices more easily of the leather and really get that conditioner in there to loosen up the dirt and to be able to lift it with a microfiber cloth. So that is what I'm doing right now. And sometimes you can also let it sit too on like the stains, so that way you can soften the dirt or whatever and get and then you'll be able to lift it out easier. But so far so good. Almost everything is lifting out. Nothing is sticking except for right here. Oh, but it's coming out now. Yay. We might have to use the shoe cleaner on some of these little marks though. Might be a little bit easier to get it out. But we did almost the whole, like all of the stains with just the leather conditioner. And sometimes you just have to be patient, like I said. Just let it sit for a little bit too, just like with the leather, with the shoe cleaner, and like soften the stain. But I think we're gonna need to use the cleaner on like this little thing right here, whatever this thing is. Or maybe not. Let's just try to clean it again. Also, these cleaners are not too expensive. Like the Cadillac lotion, I think it's like everything's less than $10 a bottle. So nothing like too expensive, and these bottles will last you like literally forever, especially if you're not like cleaning bags and shoes all the time like I am. Like these will last you for a while. So just like invest in some cleaning and conditioning supplies, because they will come a long way with extending the life of your leather goods. So just like the other bag, we're just going to let this sit for a hot second. Again, the pimple medicine, let it percolate, and we'll see if we can get these things off. Alright, we are back in business. So let's see if we can get more of these stains out. Yes, love it. Okay, can we get more of this out right here? Yes. Okay, that came out, that came out. Yes, all the marks are coming out. I'm so happy. This bag is so beautiful too. And this is, I was considering using this bag as one of the bags that I would like paint and like paint something on it, like either myself or my sister, like I don't know, some sort of something or other on it, because it's such an easy canvas when it's white. It's like already white, so you don't have to do anything to it to really prep it, and like the paint will just really pop on it. So I don't know, I might put it in the shop, and then if no one picks it up for a while, then I'll end up using it in the little project and painting something super fun on it. We shall see. Man, someone did a number on this bag. It has like stuff all over it. But luckily, the stuff that's on it is not really is like coming off. So it's not like sticking to the leather, which is good. I like that. And actually, I always say that I want the bags to be dirtier when they're at the thrift, because they'll be priced lower. As long as the stains come out, like that's all I care about. Like cover it in like applesauce or something. As long as it comes out and I can clean it and they price it low, then that's like a good thing. Especially because thrift stores nowadays are pricing things a lot more expensive. I don't know if that's happening where you guys are at, but I don't know, let me know. But look at this. Look at how dirty the back of this bag is. Okay, so I'm just going to hit this up with this cleaner, because it'll just make it easier. Plus it looks like it's the same stuff that was on the front that was harder to get out. And I think I'm actually going to get my horsehair brush. And with this, I'm actually going to kind of like work it into the leather. And that way it'll like really get into all those nooks and crannies. And then we'll just let that sit for a little bit. And then I'll be right back. We'll just let that sit right there. Alright, we are back and it's time to clean up the bag. Alright, let's see how much of this we can get out. I am super duper hopeful that we are going to get a lot of this stuff. There's nothing like a beautiful white handbag. I feel like they're always such a statement, but I mean, they're just, you're just always scared of getting them dirty. But look at that, this bag cleaned up so beautifully. Look at that, like everything came out. Look at that. That is pretty. Hot diggity dog, you guys. Our little acne patches totally worked. And now we are blemish free for the new year. Laughing at my own ridiculous joke. Okay, just gonna hit up the top portion of the bag. Actually, this might be easier if I zip it closed so it doesn't try to move around too much. Alright, we got like everything out of this bag. It literally looks so much cleaner. Like, it's crazy. I actually do want to, like what I did to the other side, I kind of want to do the same thing here and really lighten up the bag and get all that stuff out, because there's like a lot of gunky stuff inside the creases, and all this foaming action totally helps get it out. So I'm gonna let it percolate with this stuff. Gonna take we'll take this out right here so it doesn't like try to loosen up the stamp, the gold foil stamp for Fossil right there. But I'm just gonna let this sit again and I'll be right back with you guys. Alright, you guys, we are back. You can't even see this stuff anymore. It's kind of like all foamed away. But as we wipe it away, gorgeous. Alright, well, we are pretty much all done now. Let's get these cleaning things out of the way. But we have this beautiful Fossil right there. That's done up. We have our beautiful Rebecca Minkoff right there. And then our other Rebecca Minkoff tote bag. We cleaned them all and they're looking fantastic. And it did not take that long at all. And yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was really just a really simple bag cleaning video, but sometimes that's all it takes to make a bag look beautiful again from the thrift. So let me know if you guys have found anything cool recently, because I always love hearing about your finds as well. If you guys have found any cool handbags especially, love them. Let me know if you had to clean them up, re-dye them, or whatever. Tag me on Instagram. itsHadrian, just like it's spelled here. Tune in tomorrow bright and early at 7 a.m. for a new video. The new vlog is up at 11, and I love you guys so much. Thank you guys again for always being so amazing, so awesome, so supportive. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys. Happy New Year's. Happy holidays. Happy everything. Hope 2021 is better for all of us. And